Good evening. It's Wednesday, January 26th. We begin tonight with Georgia Republicans backing legislation to ban mail-order abortion pills.
A bill filed today requires women to see a doctor in person and undergo exams first. Our Haley Mason has the latest.
Sean, I talked to the sponsor of this bill whose rules could make it a crime for certain doctors to prescribe abortion pills if they do it outside the confines of this new bill. He says it's about protecting the health care of women. But I also talked to Planned Parenthood, who says it's just another obstacle in reproductive health care in Georgia. State Senator Bruce Thompson is introducing a sweeping new bill to block the delivery of mail-order abortion pills.
Unfortunately, we're seeing that this administration is sending these bills directly to women and putting their lives at risk, especially if they have an ectopic pregnancy or they may be allergic to it.
Thompson was the Senate sponsor of Georgia's fetal heartbeat bill that's currently being stalled by the courts. This bill has similar language. It would require women seeking abortion to first visit a doctor for an exam and ultrasound and then fill out extensive paperwork and consent forms at least 24 hours before getting the pill.
Well, certainly we're going back to the care of women in our state. We care about women. This doesn't restrict abortion in any way. This is making sure that we're taking care of the woman. And the only way to have any accountability is to make sure there's reporting.
These are politicians. They're not doctors. They're not scientists.
Planned Parenthood Southeast President Stacey Fox calls the bill a waste of time and money.
Let's not pretend that they actually care about the health and safety of pregnant people in the state of Georgia. This is not what people elected the legislature to do in Georgia. In fact, 70% of Georgians support access to safe and legal abortions.
The move comes on the day that Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer says he plans to retire. Breyer would be a liberal voice leaving the bench, but offers President Biden the first chance to nominate another justice with liberal values. Justice Elena Kagan and Justice Sonia Sotomayor are the two remaining liberal justices.
Breyer stepping down does not change the numbers, doesn't change the outcome of the court, but certainly ensures that his seat reflects the position of the current administration.
And now this bill would also fine doctors and penalize them at least $100,000 per violation if they prescribe these pills outside some of the parameters of this bill. More than 20 other Republican lawmakers have signed on. Reporting live inside the state capitol, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
Shocking new video tonight. A Rockdale County teacher recorded assaulting a student. Marquette Finn, there he is, was arrested today. Deputies say the video shows Finn pushing a 14-year-old to the ground in a classroom during class at Salem High School last Friday. We're told the teen then complained of wrist pain from the assault, then is charged with simple battery.
New at 6, Atlanta police streamlining surveillance. A new program is allowing businesses and residents to connect their own security cameras directly to the police department. CBS 46's Rachel Polanski live breaking down how all of this works. Rachel, good evening.
Good evening. Now, this is a surveillance camera right inside CBS 46. And if I wanted to sign up for this program, I'd be able to register this camera for free online. Now, this does not mean that Atlanta Police would be able to watch me all day. This just means that should a crime take place nearby, they'd be able to contact me fairly quickly. When disaster strikes or emergencies arise, APD Chief Rodney Bryant says every second counts. And that's where Connect Atlanta comes into play.
It really is a game changer. It actually gives us the ability to save time.
Connect Atlanta consists of two options. One, registering cameras. That means entering your contact info and the number of cameras at your home or business with APD for free. Then, should a crime take place nearby, investigators can contact you. Or two, integrating cameras. This takes it a step further and allows you to share live streams with APD all the time or at the press of a button. This option has a fee.
This isn't us peering into their system. This is them giving us the ability to do so at their will.
Chief Bryant says live camera sharing can also help officers better understand the nature of an emergency before they arrive. And businesses like Lenox Square have already begun integrating their security systems.
Working with APD, integrating video, has led to an increased sense of security amongst tenants, shoppers, and employees.
Right now, 4,500 cameras, the majority city-owned, are connected to APD's system. The chief estimates that by next year, there will be 25,000 additional integrations. And tomorrow night on CBS 46, I am digging into safety measures at city parks. You might remember over the summer, City Council passed legislation after that brutal killing in Piedmont Park. And they were asking APD and Parks and Rec to begin looking at a program to install cameras at city parks. Well, I wanted to know, what's happened since then?
They said it would take a period of months, but in January we'd be good to go. And I learned to my chagrin that literally nothing has been done.
That is, of course, Councilman Michael Bond, not pleased so far. We'll have the rest of this investigation and a response from APD tomorrow night at 6 only on CBS 46. Alan?
Rachel, thank you. We're looking forward to tomorrow night's report. New developments tonight. A Georgia sheriff says there is no evidence of criminal activity in the Kendrick Johnson case. The 17-year-old was found dead in a rolled-up gym mat at Lowndes County High School in 2013. It was ruled an accident, but Johnson's parents believe their son was killed. The sheriff's office just finished a 15-month review of the case. It found no evidence of foul play.
Nowhere in all those 17 boxes is there one shred of evidence to say it was a homicide. There's not one fact in there that would do that.
No one has ever been charged in Johnson's death.
One teenager in critical condition after 2 students were stabbed at a Fulton County high school. The school district says several students were involved in a fight at Banneker High School this morning. Classmates tell CBS 46 they saw blood on the walls, the floor, and in the hallway.
Most people in my class were just concerned about the person that it happened to. We would just make sure they were straight. We took a moment of silence to pray for them.
These are some smart children. They have great activities. They have great classes, great courses. But if they can't make it out of the building without being hurt, no, she's not going to be here.
3 students were taken into custody. No details have been released about what charges they could face.
A man charged in the murder of a 6-month-old is denied bond. Prosecutors say 22-year-old Jaquazi Little, there he is on your screen, is a danger to the community. Police say 6-month-old Grayson Fleming Gray was in a car with his mother, when he was caught in the crossfire of a shootout between 2 other cars.
One car flew past me and I pulled in, and then the other car flew past me, and that's when I had seen the barrel of the gun.
We checked and found out Little has a criminal history. He's been arrested several times, charged with aggravated assault and strangulation. Tonight, scientists are closely watching a new type of Omicron variant.
It's being called the stealth variant because it's very hard to detect. CBS 46's Jamie Kennedy live in Vinings. And Jamie, what do we need to know about the stealth Omicron?
Yeah, good evening, Sean. Well, what we need to know is that the experts are saying don't panic just yet. We still have a lot of data to collect on it right now. Now, as you mentioned, it is stealthy, so people coming to sites like this to get the test, it may be harder to detect it, but experts say it's not impossible.
We're getting worried before there's reason to get worried.
Experts are trying to calm the waters surrounding the new subvariant dubbed stealth Omicron.
We know that it is not different enough from Omicron to get its own Greek letter. It's just a little adjustment on Omicron. And there's really no other data whether it's more contagious, whether it's more or less toxic.
So far, 96 cases have been detected in the US. Over the holidays, the huge infection rates of Omicron here in the state may help against the subvariant.
Whether having already had Omicron, you'd have immunity. The odds are pretty good, though, since virtually everyone's going to have been exposed to Omicron. There would be cross immunity.
To aid in the fight, the White House says the new antiviral pills have already shipped.
And 85% of the pills have been distributed to the states, the same way we've distributed vaccines.
By the end of this week, Georgians should be able to get free N95 masks from the Biden administration at Kroger stores. Experts say the mask's ability over KN95 masks is significant.
KN95 is up to a Chinese standard that is not regulated by the U.S. and we can't control if it really is meeting that standard as they're being imported. With the NIOSH-approved N95 masks,
So some more good news coming out of the White House today. They say phase 1 has already begun of a universal vaccine that could fight all of the variants, even going on to the future. But they do say that when it could possibly be released, well, that could still be a few years away. Live in Atlanta, Jamie Kennedy, CBS 46 News.
Thanks for watching CBS 46 News. Watch us live wherever you are, our mobile and our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.